Hello everyone. So in today's video we will be talking about the sum of diagonal elements of a matrix. So firstly, what are the diagonal elements? Let's have a view of that. Here presenting a matrix over here of 4 by 4 size, okay? And these are the elements present in the matrix. So I will just color code the diagonal elements of the matrix by some another color, so that we can have a clear view of the diagonal elements. So these are the diagonal elements of a matrix. To get these diagonal elements, we will first create an equation over here. We know that we will be traversing around that for loop and j loop, for I loop and j loop, definitely for rows and columns. But we will be taking the values of I and j, like if I is equal to 0, we will start, and then j we will be starting with 0. There will be an equation to meet up this ending line. So the equation will be, because it is a forward line, we will definitely do j plus I must say, because we need only this line elements. We do not need the elements before that or after that. So I will be taking equal to, it should be what? J plus I should be equal to, let us just add of these two elements. That is, if I am taking this element to form the equation, it will be j plus I is equal to what? 3 plus 1, 3 plus 0 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 plus 2 is again 3, and 3 plus 0 is 3. Therefore, it will be what? 3, right? It will be 3. But when I'm talking about generalizing it, I will be saying, how will I get 3? The length of the matrix is 4, and I will be taking it as a dot length minus 1. Now, if I is 0, j is also 0. Which elements I will be getting over here? J plus I is 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. Is not 0 is equal to what? 3. Definitely it will not work. Then this element will not get printed. Next, I will remain 0 and j will be shifted to 1. 0 plus 1 is what? 1. 1 is equal to 3. Again, false. No element printed. Again, 0 and 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 is equal to 3. No element printed because the condition is false. Next, 0 and 3. 0 plus 3 is what? 3, and 3 is equal to 3. Definitely the condition is true, and first element will be printed it as 6. Next, I will be taken as 1 and j will be again 0. I will be taken as 1, so I'll be taking it as 1. So 1 plus 0 is what? 1. Again it will be false. 1 plus 1 is what? 2. 2 is not equal to 3. Again it will be false. 2 plus 1 is 3. It will be true condition. So which element? 1 and 2. I is 1 and j is 2. So it is 9. Firstly it will print 6. Then it will print 9. Talking about this, it is 4. Definitely it will be false. Okay. Next iterations we will move on. The elements which have been printed is 6, 9. Now we will just increment the value of I, and I will be 2. And j will start again with 0. And I will remain 2 for the whole time. Now, coming back to sum up of all these, it will be 2, 3. 3 is equal to 3. Condition is true. Which element will get printed? Row second and column 0. Sorry, column 1, this element. So here it will be 1. 2 plus 2 is 4, not get printed. 2 plus 3 is 5, not get printed, because all of these conditions will get false. Next, the fourth point, the value of I will get incremented, and the value of j will again work with like this. 3 plus 0 is what? 3. The condition is true. And which element will get printed? This 3 element get printed, right? 3 plus 1 is 4, false. 3 plus 2 is 5, false. 3 plus 3 is 6, false. So all of these conditions will be what? False, false, and false. So definitely we will be getting our elements which 6, 9, 1 and 3. Okay, I hope you understand how to print the diagonal elements of a matrix. Let's move on to the coding section. Here we have taken a matrix over here, and now I will be taking the for loop for iterating it. So I have taken I is equal to 0 and I is less than a dot length. I will be taking the second loop for j, that is the column part. Now for the condition, I will be writing it as if j plus I is equal to a dot length minus 1, then what you have to do, I will be taking a variable over here, sum. Let me just do one thing. Let me just display the elements first. Then only we will work on to the next part. A of I, j. Okay. And if the condition is not true, then what we are going to print, we will be printing some space over here. And finally, after completing the for loop, that is for the j loop, I will be writing the println statement over here. Let me just execute this so that we will have a clear view that what are the diagonal elements. So these are the diagonal elements, as you all can see. Well, if we have got all of our diagonal elements for now, we can definitely take a sum of all of these elements. While fetching the details of the sum, we can definitely take a sum variable and we can add up all of these elements, that is 6, 9, 1 and 3. Here only I will be taking a variable sum and I will initialize it with 0. While printing the statement as well, I will be just doing one thing, that is sum is equal to sum plus a of ij. That is, whatsoever element we will be printing, that will get added to the variable sum. That is it. And after printing the matrix, let me just print the sum of diagonal elements. Let us just execute it, and the sum is 16. If you want to count up, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, and 11 plus 5 is 16. So this is how we can find which are the inner elements to display the inner elements of a matrix, plus to add all the inner elements present in a matrix. Thank you very much.